Alright, so here I'm going to run down the assignment from last night and show you what the correct answers were. The first one was number 3. We have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, so 3 times 3 times 3, right? And so we've got 4 of them, so this is going to be the base, which is 3. How many times? So it's going to be 3 to the 4th. Number 4, negative 6 times negative 6 in parentheses. You're going to leave those in parentheses. So that's just negative 6 squared. Exercise number 5 has negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 times negative 1/2. And so that's the base. Negative 1/2. How many times? 3 times. 6.4. You've got, exercise 9 is 6.4 times 6.4 times 6.4 times 6.4 times b times b times b. And so this is going to be, in parentheses, 6.4. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then you can put a multiplication sign in there, or you can leave it out. B to the 3rd. You could also just write it this way, 6.4 to the 4th, b to the 3rd. So what we have for number 12 is negative 11 to the 3rd, and they want us to evaluate. So you got to remember that evaluate means to solve. So we're going to solve this. So negative 11 to the 3rd is going to be a negative, and then 11 times 11 times 11. So 11 times 11 is 121. And 121 times 11 is going to be 1,331. And then there's a negative. That negative that's out in front, we have to attach that. So our answer is negative 1,331. If we look at 21, this is where we're going to do the order of operations. So I've got 5 plus 3 times 2 to the 3rd. And so order of operations, we're checking for parentheses, which we don't have. We're checking for exponents. I want to get rid of the exponents. So 2 to the 3rd is the same as 8. And so we're going to have 5 plus 3 times 8. So now we have no parentheses, no exponents. We're looking for multiplication, and we've got 3 times 8, which is 24. So this is going to be 5 plus 24, which is 29. And that's how you do 21. Here is the last problem from your homework. We've got 2 plus 7 times a negative 3 squared. So we're going to get rid of that exponent first. So negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So this is going to be 2 plus 7 times 9. Order of operations, we've got no parentheses, no exponents. Now we're looking for multiplication. So our multiplication is right here. This is 7 times 9. So I'm going to have 2 plus 63, and 2 plus 63 is 65. That's how you did or should have done all of the problems on the homework. And then remember, you got to take a picture of what you've done, take that picture and turn it into Google Classroom for credit. Also want to give you a little bit of heads up about the lesson for today. So let me get a blank screen here. Couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is what we're first going to do, the first rule we're going to do. So if we have something like 3 to the 2nd times 3 to the 5th. What that's saying is if we look at this first part right here, 3 to the 2nd, that's going to be 3 times 3, And 3 to the 5th is going to be 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we were to write this as an exponent, this would be 3 to the 7th. And so it's a shortcut for us. If the base is the same, right, they're both 3's, and it's multiplication in the middle, all you do is add the exponents. And what this looks like in math terms, math jargon, is a to the n times a to the m is equal to a to the n plus m. Basically, all we do is add the exponents. So that's the first one that I wanted to talk about, and just give you a little heads up of what's coming in the lesson. The second one that I want to talk about looks like this. Let's say we have 2 to the 3rd, and it looks like that. So it's 2 to the 3rd, and then it's got another exponent on the outside. What we're going to do here is I'm just going to show you why we have this little shortcut. All right. And so first I'll tell you the shortcut, and then I'll just tell you why we have the shortcut. So the shortcut is that if you have a base with an exponent that's raised to a power, we're going to multiply these two exponents. So this is 2 to the 6th. That's it. That's really what it is. Here's the rule. It's a to the n raised to the m is equal to a to the n times m. So now we have what the rule is, and I'm going to show you how we have the rule, why it's a shortcut. If we go back to this one we had in the top, 2 to the 3rd, now to the 2nd, this exponent is telling us that we have 2 sets of these. So I'm going to write out 2 sets of these. So one set would be, 2 to the 3rd would be one set. The other set would be 2 to the 3rd. So this is going to be 2 times 2 times 2. That's from here. And this set would be 2 times 2 times 2. All in all, what do we have here? This is 2 to the 6th. So just a shortcut that tells us when you have an exponent and then a parentheses and another exponent, you simply just multiply them. One last one. So on this one here, you can see that we've got inside parentheses, we have what are called terms, and here we've got 2 terms. So if you have 2 terms, you take the exponent and you're going to share it to both terms. If you had 3 terms, you would share it to all 3 terms. So we're going to take the 3 and we're going to share it. So this is going to become 2 to the 3rd times x to the 3rd. And if you wanted to take this one further, that would be 8x to the 3rd, which we don't have to. But I wanted to show you, here's the math term, what the math looks like. They have am to the n would become a to the n, m to the n. Let's go back to this first example and I'll show you why this is a shortcut. 2x to the 3rd tells us that this 3 tells us that we're going to have 3 sets of this. So that would be 2 times x, that's one set, times 2 times x, that's 2 sets, times 2 times x, that's 3 sets. 2 times 2 times 2 is going to be 2 to the 3rd. X times x times x is going to be x to the third. And so you can see why we just share it, you get the same result. So all of these in today's lessons are actually shortcuts. So I thought I would give you a little bit of heads up before you click on the next lesson, on the next video and go into the lesson. Good luck.